Hello, everyone. My name is Sergio Alvares. I'm a business valuation and investment banking analyst here at LaValley Clark. Today, we're going to talk about structuring a sound business exit. And to develop this topic, I have here with me today Scott LaValley. Thank you for being here, Scott.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you, Sergio. My name is Scott LaValley. I'm the Managing Director of Financial Planning here at Baldwin & Clark. I'm a CFP and a certified valuation analyst and part of the overall business planning team.
Okay, so when talking about a sound business exit, it's important to highlight that business exit planning is as much personal as it is business, right? A business transition is rarely just a financial transaction. It often represents the combination of years of hard work of the business owners. It signifies a very large portion of their wealth, and sometimes is the owner's legacy, right? Tied to their family, employees, and their identity. One common pitfall in structuring a business exit is treating the exit as a single transaction instead of a process. We like to treat it more as a multi-phased process composed of the pre-exit, during exit, and the post-exit. Usually, these combined are planned and managed over several years, and they require the coordination between the personal planning and the business planning. And that's what we're going to talk about today. So the first step of the process is the pre-exit, and that is where all the preparation for the business exit happens. So, Scott, what can business owners do to prepare for an exit?
The first, probably most important part of preparing for the exit is really choosing a team that's going to represent you throughout the exit. That would be comprised of really legal experts, your accounting experts, your business advisory team, as well as your financial planners. And really, with that, once you've got your team assembled, they're going to be really used at every phase during the plan. So it's good to have a solid team that knows each other, that can relate with each other and talk, and look out for your best interest as the owner. The next step is really developing what goals you really have with respect to the transition. And really that's going from who you want as a preferred buyer. Is it family? Is it employees? Is it an outside third party? Do you want to work post transaction? What do you need to get out of the transaction in order to live the way that you want to for the rest of your life? What do you want to get out of the transaction? And really looking at other aspects of it, such as estate planning and other planning that you can do prior to the transaction that will really help you set up for success for the rest of your life. And the second part of that really becomes establishing a base scenario that you can look at, that you can use to evaluate different options as they become available during the sale process and help you determine whether they're appropriate for you. Are there better options? Are you getting what you need out of it? Is it going to work for you in the long run? And that's pretty much it from a personal planning part pre-exit.
Okay. Yes, and that is only 50% of the work, right?
Right.
Because at the same time, the business itself must be prepared to transition ownership, whether it's an internal successor or an external buyer. And when we speak about business preparedness, what we mean is really what is the quality of the financial reporting of the business? Does the business have well-documented operations, right? How dependent is the business on the owner itself? And the benefits of having a business that is well prepared is that it enhances the transferability of the business, it enhances valuation, and also increases the likelihood of a successful transition. And if we put ourselves in on the shoes of a buyer or a successor, right? They are looking for a business that is understandable, hence the need for clear financials. A business that is transferable, right? There is no need to buy a car that will only run if the previous owner is sitting on the wheel, right? I mean, the transferability is very important. And they're also very interested in the resilience of the business going forward beyond the current ownership. So, and I think another important topic from the planning perspective, and that is, I think, both personal and business, is the timing, right? Mm-hmm. Does the business owner wants to sell today or needs to sell later? Is the business ready to be marketed today, or does it need work, right? So are the market conditions favorable for a sale today? Is the business ready? So I think in cases where the sale is not an imminent event, it's important to think, okay, if the business needs improvement, what are the benchmarks for growth? What needs to be done? And use that time, right, to get the business where it needs to be marketable. One client story that comes to mind is we exactly helped the client to strengthen the business before it was marketed for sales. So improving the quality of the financials, documenting processes, making sure the owner delegated some of the decision-making responsibilities. In other words, we kept saying to the owner, they need to stop working in the business and start working on the business, right? And as a result, that enhances the company marketability before launching the exit. Next, we're going to talk about the second step of this multi-phase process, the during exit, and what business owners should consider in that step of the process.